Have you ever peeled a banana, taken a bite, and thought to yourself, "This feels right"? It is soft, sweet, familiar, maybe even comforting. But what if I told you that something as innocent as your banana habit could quietly be working against your body after 70? Not because bananas are bad, but because how and when you eat them now matters more than it ever did before. You see, the aging body changes in silence. Digestion slows. Blood sugar becomes more sensitive. Nutrient absorption is no longer automatic. Yet most of us still eat bananas like we did when we were 40 or 20. And that's where the hidden trouble begins. This video will reveal the 8 most common banana mistakes that older adults make without realizing, and explain how these small habits could be quietly draining your energy, harming your digestion, or throwing off your blood sugar after 70. Researchers have shown that green bananas are packed with resistant starch, which is great for gut bacteria, but also hard to break down if your digestion is already slowing. Overripe bananas, on the other hand, can send your sugar levels on a roller coaster. The difference between energy and exhaustion, ease and bloating, might just be the color of your banana. In today's video, I'll show you 8 banana mistakes that could be quietly stealing your strength, your sleep, or your comfort, and how to fix each one naturally, gently, and wisely. If you care about small daily choices that protect your energy, I hope you'll stay until the end. And if this speaks to you, I'd be grateful if you like this video. It helps more seniors discover these healing truths too. Now let's begin with the first mistake. Because it all starts before you even take the first bite. Bananas may seem simple, but the way we eat them can carry quiet consequences. Especially for older adults, the body responds differently now. More sensitive, more reactive, more in need of care. So let us look together, gently and honestly, at the most common banana mistakes that often go unnoticed, yet can affect everything from digestion to energy to how steady you feel throughout the day. Mistake number 1, eating bananas too green or too ripe, and how to time it right. Most people do not realize that a banana is not just a banana. Its nutrients, sugar, and fiber all change with time, sometimes in ways your body cannot handle anymore. Green bananas are packed with resistant starch, which can be helpful for gut health in moderation, but it also slows digestion and causes gas, especially if your microbiome is more fragile after 70. Overripe bananas, on the other hand, lose much of that helpful fiber and become high in simple sugars, which can lead to sugar spikes, energy crashes, or unwanted weight gain. Studies show that the ideal time to eat a banana for balanced health is when the peel is bright yellow with a few brown speckles, a gentle stage that supports digestion without shocking your blood sugar. Kendall et al. In 2010. Many seniors make the mistake of eating what is available rather than what is right for their body at this stage of life. I remember Harold, 80 years old, who shared that after years of constipation and foggy mornings, he simply started choosing bananas with light spots. And within weeks, he felt more regular, more clear, more steady. It was not medication, it was timing. My opinion? Small changes like this often speak louder than any prescription. The banana is not your enemy, but your relationship to it must evolve with age. Now that we understand the importance of timing, let us turn our attention to something even more overlooked. Not inside the banana, but outside. Many people treat the peel as irrelevant, but for seniors, where immunity is more fragile and gut sensitivity is higher, the skin of the fruit matters more than we think. Mistake number 2, not washing the banana peel. And why this can quietly harm you after 70. You might say, "But I don't eat the peel, so why wash it?" That sounds reasonable, until you realize how often your hands touch that peel, then touch the fruit, and then your mouth. Most bananas are handled dozens of times before they reach your kitchen. Along the way, they collect invisible dust, pesticides, and sometimes even mold spores from warm transport crates. When you peel a banana with your bare hands, those residues transfer straight to the surface you eat. For someone 70 or older, this tiny exposure can disrupt digestion, irritate the stomach, or in rare cases, burden your immune system. According to recent findings from food safety researchers, rinsing fruit, even ones you do not eat the skin of, can reduce surface contamination by up to 90%. And yet, most older adults never consider it. I remember a woman named June, 76 years old, who had chronic bouts of indigestion every afternoon. Her doctor ruled out serious causes, but when she began washing her bananas before eating, the discomfort began to fade. It was not about medication or diet overhaul. It was a small act of awareness, a gentle respect for the journey her food had traveled. In my opinion, these simple rituals, washing, breathing, slowing down, bring a peace that medicine alone cannot. Mornings can be delicate for the aging body. Blood sugar is low, the stomach is empty, and the heart is just beginning to find its rhythm. Many seniors reach for a banana first thing. It's quick, easy, comforting. But what feels convenient may actually be setting your body up for a sudden crash just an hour later. Mistake number 3, eating bananas on an empty stomach. And how to pair them for stable energy. Bananas are rich in natural sugars, especially fructose and glucose, which can give you a quick burst of energy. But when eaten alone on an empty stomach, these sugars absorb rapidly, sending your blood sugar soaring and then plummeting. This can leave you feeling shaky, lightheaded, even anxious. After 70, when insulin sensitivity is more unpredictable and stomach acid can fluctuate wildly, this mistake becomes even more impactful. Several studies in metabolic research suggest that fruit eaten without protein or fat leads to faster sugar spikes, but when paired with a source of fiber or healthy fat, the absorption slows, energy stabilizes, and hunger stays at bay. Ludwig et al., 2002. A banana with a spoonful of almond butter, a slice with plain Greek yogurt, even a handful of walnuts beside your banana. All of these simple additions help protect your energy, your mood, and your digestion. I once met Samuel, 79 years old, who told me he stopped eating bananas because they made him feel foggy before lunch. But when he began pairing his morning banana with half an avocado toast, everything changed. No more sugar crash, no more mid-morning naps. Sometimes the food is not the issue. The context is. My view is simple. A wise body needs a gentle start, not a jolt. The goal is not to eat less, but to eat with more harmony. Sometimes we think we are doing the right thing, preserving our fruit, keeping it fresh, avoiding waste. But certain foods are sensitive to temperature and time, and bananas especially do not like the cold. One quick habit in your kitchen could be making your bananas taste worse and digest even harder. Mistake number 4, storing bananas in the fridge too early, and how that disrupts their nutritional value. Bananas are tropical by nature. They are not built for cold air. When you place a green or just ripening banana in the refrigerator, you interrupt its natural ripening enzymes, the very ones that help convert starch into gentle sugars and release helpful nutrients. Cold temperatures cause the skin to darken prematurely, while the inside remains underdeveloped, fibrous, or strangely mushy. More importantly, those enzymes, like amylase and pectinase, become less active in the cold, which affects the fruit's flavor, texture, and digestibility. According to plant physiology research, once these enzymes are stalled, the banana never ripens properly again. Sayar et al. 1995. For older adults, that means not only a worse-tasting banana, but also one that is harder to chew, less soothing to the stomach, and lower in bioavailable nutrients. I remember Leonard, 82 years old, who always kept his bananas in the fridge so they'd last longer. But he noticed they felt hard to swallow and often left a dry taste. After switching to a fruit bowl on his counter, letting them ripen slowly in open air, his experience with bananas became softer, both literally and internally. In my view, food is alive. It has rhythm. And when you work with it, not against it, your body feels the difference. When we grow older, it's easy to fall into the rhythm of routine. The same foods, the same tastes, the same memories on a plate. But the world is wide, and food can be a gateway to joy, variety, and even healing. The banana, believe it or not, is not just a grab-and-go snack. It's a canvas of tradition in kitchens across the globe. Mistake number 5. Only eating bananas one way and missing out on healing recipes from around the world. Many older adults eat bananas the same way every day, raw, peeled, and maybe sliced into cereal or toast. But in countries like Thailand, bananas are steamed with sticky rice and coconut milk to soothe digestion. In Central America, they are fried with beans or wrapped in plantain leaves. In India, green bananas are cooked with turmeric and ginger to support inflammation and gut health. What these cultures understand is that bananas can adapt. They can be warming, softening, calming to an aging digestive system. Cooking bananas lowers their glycemic impact, softens the fiber, and makes them easier to digest, especially for those dealing with weak appetite, dental issues, or IBS. According to the American Heart Association, incorporating potassium-rich foods like bananas into cooked meals improves nutrient retention and supports heart rhythm and muscle function. I met a widowed gentleman named Raymond, 84 years old, who had lost interest in eating. But when his granddaughter made a warm banana oatmeal with cinnamon and a touch of honey, his appetite returned. Not just for food, but for memory. Because food is not just nutrition, it's connection. My advice? Try something new with an old fruit. Even one change a week can bring you back into joyful curiosity with your own kitchen. Bananas are gentle. They are soft on the tongue, easy to chew, and feel like a kind choice. But kindness in food is not just about how it feels going down. It's also about how it behaves inside the body. And for many seniors, eating too many bananas can slowly shift from nourishment to burden without realizing. Mistake number 6. Eating too many bananas. And why moderation matters more after 70. It is easy to overdo bananas. They are affordable, portable, and fill you up quickly. But here is the quiet truth. Bananas are higher in natural sugars and calories than most fruits. One medium banana contains about 14 grams of sugar and nearly 30 grams of carbs. While that is fine in moderation, too many can subtly elevate blood sugar, slow bowel movement, and even contribute to weight gain, especially when daily movement or hydration is reduced with age. Experts suggest that for most older adults, 1 to 2 bananas per day is a good range, enough to benefit from potassium, magnesium, and fiber without tipping your balance. I remember Clara, 77 years old, who thought bananas were the safest snack and would eat 4 or 5 each day. But she often felt sluggish, bloated, and oddly tired after lunch. When her doctor suggested she replace 2 of those bananas with cucumbers and plain yogurt, the difference was immediate. Her energy steadied, and her afternoon fog lifted. The banana is not the villain, but even good things lose their benefit when they are not in rhythm with your body. In my opinion, aging teaches us to respect limits, not out of fear, but out of harmony. They are barely noticeable. Thin, pale threads that cling to the sides of your banana as you peel it. Most people pull them off, toss them aside, or wipe them away with a napkin. But what if those stringy bits were actually a hidden gift, especially for aging digestion? Mistake number 7. Throwing away the stringy bits, and why they might be the most healing part. Those fibrous strands, known scientifically as phloem bundles, run along the banana and help distribute nutrients within the fruit. While they are not pretty or sweet, they are surprisingly rich in dietary fiber, potassium, and antioxidants, the very nutrients your gut needs more of after 70. Many older adults struggle with constipation, irregular bowel movements, or a sluggish gut microbiome. And yet, without realizing it, they toss away the part of the banana that gently supports those exact systems. Studies in digestive nutrition reveal that plant fibers like those in banana strings help regulate intestinal movement and feed healthy gut bacteria, creating a more balanced internal environment. Slavin, 2013. I once spoke with Henry, 81 years old, who had persistent bloating despite eating a high-fiber diet. One day, his granddaughter, a nutrition student, told him to stop discarding the banana threads. Within weeks, his digestion improved. He called it the smallest big change I ever made. My view? Healing often hides in places we overlook. Not because we do not care, but because we were never told. And now, a banana on its own feels complete. But what if I told you that pairing it with just 1 or 2 natural ingredients could turn it from a simple snack into a healing, blood sugar-friendly, digestion-supporting mini meal? This final mistake is not about what you are doing wrong, but about what you might be missing. Mistake number 8, eating bananas alone and missing the natural superfood synergy bananas offer potassium, magnesium, vitamin B6, and a touch of fiber. But when eaten alone, especially by older adults with slower metabolism, their sugars absorb quickly and their benefits plateau. However, when paired with antioxidant-rich, fiber-dense, or fat-based foods, bananas become something more. You can slow sugar absorption, improve nutrient delivery, and support heart and brain health, all in one small bowl. For example, a banana with chia seeds offers omega-3s and digestive bulk. A banana with cinnamon helps stabilize blood sugar. A banana blended with berries enhances antioxidant power. Studies in functional nutrition show that nutrient absorption, especially in older adults, increases when foods are paired strategically. Browndeal et al., 2015. I remember Mr. Albert, 85 years old, who had lost interest in cooking but wanted to keep his breakfast simple. He began slicing a banana over warm oats, added flaxseed, and topped it with blueberries. He called it his morning medicine, not because a doctor told him to, but because his body told him it felt right. My advice? Do not strip your banana of its potential. Let it collaborate with other foods. Let your plate become a team. Even the simplest fruit becomes wiser when it has company. So much of aging is not about what changes on the outside, but about the quiet shifts happening within. Your digestion, your blood sugar, your energy rhythms, they no longer respond the way they once did. And something as familiar as a banana, when eaten without thought, can either support your body or slowly drain it. You are not doing anything wrong. You are simply entering a new season where wisdom matters more than habit. Each of these small banana mistakes we explored today is really just an invitation to listen more gently to your body. Whether it is choosing the right ripeness, washing your fruit, pairing it with protein, or embracing the parts you used to throw away, these changes are not punishments. They are kindnesses. They are ways of saying, I still care about the body that has carried me this far. I hope this video reminded you that you are still in charge, not of time perhaps, but of how you meet it. And even in something as small as a banana, there is healing to be found. If this spoke to you, leave a comment and write, Number 1. I would love to hear your banana habit, or which tip you might try first. Subscribe for more healing truths and positive energy. Because aging should never mean silence, shame, or surrender. See you in the next video.